All right. So greetings, y'all. This is going to be our Ghetto Fairy Friday for this week. Hope everybody's doing well. So I want to make sure the sound is okay. Okay. Yeah, sounds like the sound is good. Everything is cool. So for this topic for tonight, as always, we have a collective read. We have a topic of discussion, ritual, basically. And then we do our Venus on the block reads. So, Venus on the block reads, if you guys are interested, greetings. Hey, Bela, hope I'm pronouncing that right. Greetings. Hey, sis, how are you? Make sure y'all show some love. So I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome, everybody. Happy Venus Day. Welcome you guys to another Ghetto Fairy Friday. Okay, so tonight we're gonna step into a little mirror, okay? Lit a mirror, a portal. One for those of us that are just reminding ourselves of our energy, our power, our soft power, our soul's memory and sacred seduction. So hyper focused on not needing to chase, no perform, right? That's been the message for a while now. We don't need to chase, perform, or beg to be seen around here. So this space is for you guys to call yourselves back to you or just recall yourself. Sometimes we just need that reminder to come back. So if you guys have been dealing with maybe feeling unseen, maybe feeling unworthy sometimes, or just questioning yourself, even if you're the strongest, most confident person, maybe sometimes you run through that doubt, um, unsure of your magic, your power. This is the energy to sit with together. We're all going to sit together with this, and we're going to tap into this divine mirror of ourselves and reflect on our power. So may you guys come back into wholeness and fullness, okay? Yeah, I understand. Yeah, we all go through that. We go through them periods where we just feel like we're just not seen, we're not acknowledged, we're not appreciated. It happens. That's human. So what we're gonna do, like I said, we always do a collective read, some sort of ritual or work, spiritual work that you could do, um, semi discussions, things like that. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Lionsgate. Yeah, and then we're gonna be doing the $22 live Venus on the Block readings. So the Venus on the Block readings, if it's new, it's a new installment. We've been doing it for the past couple weeks, but in case you're interested, it is $22. There's a divine collection of 9 mini readings designed for you to tap into your soft power, any energy around self worth, or whether it's calling in love, money, okay, some money, beauty, or divine support. There's a message bound somewhere for you in that. So we're just going to tap into that energy, a little spiritual dose of confidence and clarity and that Venusian magic. So you guys can choose your vibe in the description. I'll get to that towards the end once we get to the collective read. The collective read that we're going to be doing is in regards to the loves who dream of you, maybe past energies. So we're just going to explore how your energy may spiritually still linger, how it unravels, how it leaves its footprints on other people's hearts and energies, those that you meet. And it doesn't have to be romantic for everyone, you know. Um, and then we'll get into the ritual, which is the Seduce Your Higher Self ritual, which is just a little spiritual work, magic to awaken your divine magnetism and self confidence or soft confidence if you need to remind yourself. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with admitting like sometimes we don't always feel our best. Um, and then I do want to give away some gifts. This is a sacred giveaway, so I want to make sure that it will land with the right person. So you don't have to beg, ask, do anything. All you gotta do is just arrive. I'll get to that as well, probably after the ritual. Before I get into the Venus on the block reads, I'll get into that. So if you guys want to book your Venus on the block readings now, you can. All of the information is in the description if you're interested. Okay. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start with the collective reading for tonight. Make sure you guys like this video. If you haven't already, share it with someone maybe that you feel like is interested. Yes, I do have Cash App or PayPal. Those are the only two options for the Venus on the block reads. And make sure that you leave the number of the reading that you want. So there's 1 through 9 different options. You're welcome to choose more than one if you resonate with more than one reading. They are $22 per reading though. Okay. So just make sure you guys leave the number of the reading that you want. So I know where to place you on the list. I will leave timestamps for this live down starting to the reading all the way through the Venus on the block reads. There will be timestamps, and each person that purchased a reading, their name will be in the list in the description at the end of this live, so you can come back and watch it whenever you want. So those timestamps will be available for you for playback. Okay. But yeah, I would greatly appreciate that, y'all. Show some love. You guys can show some love in the chat, interact with each other, vibes, send love, healing. Anybody has a question. Anybody of my moderators, if you see something just goofy, whatever, just disrespectful, any type of negativity, troll energy, we're not going to respond. Nobody interact with it. Just, moderators simply just block. No timeouts, just block them and don't engage. Nobody engage with anything negative over here. We're not going to give that energy any type of power. So let's go ahead and get started with our collective reading. All right. I'm going to be using a couple of like Venus inspired decks. This deck I'm using, it is called The Kiss of Venus, I think it's called. Ooh, girl, that scared me. Thank you, sis. I appreciate the Cash App. I just received it. Make sure that you put the number of the reading that you want, though. They're all numbered. It's in the description. If you look at the description, it'll show you like 1 through 9, which ones are available. So I know which one you want to read or what topic exactly, like which one, because there's different readings. Okay, so yeah, so really quick. So for example, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you have 1 through 9. It's in the description if anybody's interested what readings are available. So like just leave the number of each reading or whichever reading you want. Okay. All right, so the loves that dream of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, sis. Thank you. All right. The loves that remember you, we're going to tap into that energy. See, like, it could be people you already know, like maybe still have some type of connection with, or it could be people from your past, or both. It might be more than one energy, I'm pretty sure, that comes through. So, all right. Okay. Spirit, thank you for your divine wisdom, truth, and clarity for the collective. I pray for divine wisdom for those who are meant to receive the clarity, the guidance. Number 8. Okay, I got you. Thank you, sis. Okay, Spirit. All right, so we just want to explore how the collective's energy lingers in the hearts and minds or spiritual memory of any love, interest, or past lovers. Okay, so this isn't about validating anything really. We just tapping into, like, self-awareness, who you are, reminding yourself. Sometimes you need to know that, especially if you feel like you're unseen sometimes or overlooked. Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Source God, we cast down any false guidances, vain imaginations, illusions, projections, fears. We clear this energy with divine truth, wisdom, clarity, honesty, beyond what we seek, but what we need. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Mhm. These cards are pretty big. They're almost like oracle card size. Mhm. What? Mhm. Let's see. Okay. Mhm. These cards are funny, and not to mention it is a Mercury retrograde, so this kind of makes sense to some of the energy I'm picking up already. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see. Mm, yeah, I could already tell that this is an energy of like how you stir, maybe a particular person's energy, how you stir them up emotionally. Okay. Um, there's a lot of emotion to this, a lot of feeling, um, even when it's uncomfortable sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna clarify this with some oracle. Now, this could be somebody, either someone here is younger or somebody has a child, maybe with this particular person. It's possible. Um, but this person could be younger. Um, or someone could have a child, maybe not with together, but someone may have a child. There is a vibe of like a younger masculine energy and an older feminine energy. It doesn't have to be too significantly older, not too much of an age gap, but or there's something about levels of maturity. So let's see. What is this energy, spirit? This energy. Thank you, spirit. Thank you. All right. This person, if you guys are aware of um like voodoo characters, um it does already. Like I'm getting like Papa Legba or Ishu or Elegwa type of vibes from this person's energy, if you resonate with that, or like this sacred clown energy to their vibe as well. um some of you guys, this could be interracial, like a interracial couple. Could have started off as a friendship, okay? Or there could be more than one energy here. I will say that there could be more than one person here that's affected by your energy, that's lingering or feels something towards you or can't really fully put into words. Um so I feel like there is a connection. Specifically, there is a melanated woman and a non-melanated man energy here for some of you. There is a friendship. Maybe someone doesn't want to cross that line or is like considering if they want to or not. This is not everybody's situation, but I do feel like someone has a family already or something, or I hate to say it, but I have to be real with what I'm picking up. Someone could be married, already have a family, have kids. So I'm seeing multiple energies. This isn't just one. Okay, it's not just one energy. Um, but your energy does affect this person in a way. Like you guys could have met at a party. You guys could have met through mutual friends. You guys, one of you could have been pregnant. Um, yeah, one of you could have been pregnant, or a partner could have been pregnant at the time of meeting. Um, yeah, somebody here is taken, or there's babies involved in this union, this connection. I do feel like either someone is a player, someone could be a cheater, or just, I wouldn't say like just because you date multiple people that you necessarily have to be like a player, man or woman. It's more so just like this lighthearted energy, not wanting to like be in a serious union. And even if there is a serious union, it's like this person does not fully honor it or take it. There could have been like a meeting through a party, someone celebrating something, or it could have been met at a bar, a club, someone's birthday party, maybe someone's baby shower. There's something with that. So I feel like you made this person feel um kind of tempted, but not really, but it's like a lighthearted energy, like you didn't do anything, like you didn't come off as like girl, it didn't come off like a flirtation, like you were trying to invite that type of vibe or type of energy in. This person could have enjoyed your company, maybe like you took them out um of some sort of boring zone that they were in or something like that. Like your energy invited some type of friendship vibe or happiness that they may have wanted to indulge in it a little bit, even if they weren't supposed to, or they felt like they shouldn't be doing that. um they think back on this meeting because it was like lighthearted. They're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't be that geeked, maybe I shouldn't be that happy, maybe I shouldn't have been that, open. But it feels lighthearted. It doesn't feel like it was purposefully trying to be messy, or like you're trying to, take from somebody else. Like I don't even feel like this person told you maybe that they were in a relationship, or maybe after the fact it kind of came up. Yeah. This person was drawn to your energy from the start, but then I feel like it kind of a complication. Yeah, this person could have a family already or is building a family. They could be a healer of some sort, or have some sort of Native American ancestry or something like that. This person is very intelligent. This person could have went to school or studied in Paris or France or something, or they could be French descent, could be Creole, maybe you. Um, yeah, this shamanic healing energy here. So yeah, this is an interesting this is an interesting crowd for real. Um feel this person felt immediately, they try to impress you. They try to impress you. Um they might have recognized like there was something significant about you based off of some sort of artistic expression, or you brought this out of them. Like maybe they don't express themselves in a particular way, or maybe you made this person more open to something creative that they're not really wouldn't have been interested in otherwise, or something like that. um they may have tried to seduce you and pull you in. It's like this is weird. Okay, something about brothers, like their brothers could notice or could have noticed like a change in this person's energy. mm, yeah, if it's not blood brothers and like friends that they call brothers, Hmm. It's like something that they like in secret, like a hobby or passion or something creative that they like in secret, but then like being connected to you, they could have recognized that passion all over again and started doing it out loud, and that could have alarmed, like, if they have a partner, just saying, it could have alarmed them, like, since when did you start getting into that, or since when, like, it's going to be something that other people notice. And I'm getting like brothers and specifically literally a partner. So this isn't new to them, but it's just not something that they're open to. So they recognize like there's something more about you because you help them tap into that, or be able to be comfortable out loud with something that they are already drawn to or feel a resonance towards. It could be a part of their path. With the Knight of Cups, to me, sometimes that means following the pursuit of your heart. It doesn't always have to be romantic pursuit. Something of the heart, something that fills you up. It's something that you're on a journey towards. You might feel like you're not fully advanced in it, but you're feeling drawn to just move towards that direction. So that is where maybe they felt a soul recognition or something significant about you due to this, like the after effect, the aftermath. You are someone that, like, your energy can kind of irritate this person, but um not necessarily negatively irritate, but like make them feel uncomfortable. Like, what is it? Like, damn, like what's wrong with me? Like, what is like um what is this? What's going on with me? Like, what am I tripping? Like, it's that type of vibe. What is this person doing? And it's like your energy, you just live out loud. I can't show you some of these cards because it's got a lot of nudity because of the art. Um, But the woman is standing with her back turned. She's fully nude and she's sitting, like standing there with a dove on her hand, and she's just minding her business. It's very artistic, it's very vulnerable, it's not giving raunchy. So this person is like, you're not doing anything, um, you're not doing anything to provoke this person. There's something about you that they feel like is successful, or you're very confident in who you are, you're building something for yourself, or it's just like you have a strong personality and character, like you know who you are. Who wouldn't want you, who wouldn't like you, type of vibe. Like, you unravel this in them because it's like maybe they're used to keeping control, and maybe they're used to people that are not beneath them. How do I say this? It's not beneath, but someone that is not on the same level of energetic caliber as them. Doesn't have to be like, okay, this person could be aesthetically look good on paper, like the partners that they go for. Um, like yeah, people that are submissive towards them, yes. Submissive towards them. They look good on paper. They might even have the same type of careers and make the same level type of money, but there's something on a psychological level, trophies, yeah. They just look good. On an energetic level, they're not really on their level. So that makes them, with their ego, that side of them, that shadow side of them that needs validation, um, that wants to be the loudest, the biggest, the smartest, the whatever, most successful in some kind of way. Um, they'll choose a partner that is willing to kind of play small to be with them, or may not know their worth to an extent, but still look good on paper. Your energy does trigger a part of them that's like, you're not that way. Like, I would actually either have to match you because you might even be a little bit higher than me in some capacity, in some level, or more mature, more wiser than me. You know your worth. You're not going to let me play them games with you. That triggers that ego, but it also draws in the part of the self that really wants that can see you in themselves, or them in you, or both, whatever. And I don't mean that in a freaky way now, okay? But maybe, they might be thinking along the lines of that as well. But You do challenge them when it comes to like their confidence. You challenge them when it comes to your level of independence, how you carry yourself, how you demand um, respect or command it just by your own energy, the way that you walk, the way that you. It's like your posture physically and your energetic posture, if that makes sense. So I don't feel like this person fully wants to admit the fact they lie to themselves. Um, the fact that you show them where they have a lack of self worth and love. Greetings. You show them where they may not have unconditional love, maybe in their current relationship, or where they don't have unconditional love for themselves, that maybe they do want something different. They don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit this to themselves because that would tear down like the illusion or the lie. They could be having a baby soon if they don't have one already. They feel like someone's already pregnant. They want a legacy. That's the biggest thing. Like this baby represents their legacy. It's not fully based off of like pride and love and who they're with. It's more so like what this baby represents for them. They're an extension of me and my legacy, not so much like me and my partner. We created this baby in love. Like this baby is an extension of you and me, and I love you so much. Like I don't get that, unfortunately. It's kind of sad, but that's what I'm seeing. Um, that's kind of sad. But there's some unspoken desire for unconditional love and actually being like the idea of what you represent. Yeah, it's like this energy of you remind me of what I don't have, but at the same time, what I want. They feel a sense of disconnect emotionally or that emotional fulfillment. And it's like with you, it gives them that without actually having to fully participate in it, which is what makes it even more appealing to them. But what they refuse to admit about your energy is like what you show them. I keep getting this, like you show them where they lack or where they feel like they lack or what they want and they don't have it. So I feel like you may be showing this person um not for them to look at themselves as like a failure in any kind of way, but if they feel like they're at a place within themselves where maybe they can never recover, they could um never get out of this situation that they're in, that they feel like they're stuck or they've made the wrong choices or decision, where it's kind of like where they feel like they're down and out. It's like your energy activates kind of this awareness, like, okay, I'm here to show you, yes, like the things that are needing to end in your life, or maybe where things are dead ends anyway, or where there's no life in certain things. Um, yes, thank you. Any Thank you, says any dead weight in their life. It's like you are reflecting that to them. You're not telling them, you're not saying it, maybe in a way, maybe you do kind of express yourself, but I feel like you just kind of your energy just activates this. And so instead of them looking at this as like, damn, like I'm just down and out, like you're showing them like there's no way but up from here. So you're showing them where the dead end is, where there's no life in certain situations, and where maybe there is never going to be life in a situation. It's just time to be real, be honest, and let it go. And it doesn't necessarily have to be their relationships or anything. If some of these people are in relationships, or they're close to making big decisions that maybe they shouldn't in their life, they're not being authentic or honest with themselves. It's like you reveal that to them. You show them where the dead end is. Because they do have something amazing that's about to come into their life. Could be something with their finances. Like they have a lot of potential for more growth. And it's waiting to be birthed out. For some of you, this isn't a baby, literally. This is energy. or some sort of gift or idea, this person still thinks about you. Some of these people could feel like you've lost interest, or there is kind of like your energy is untouchable right now. Like you're not in the space, like you are being cared for, loved, and adorned by maybe somebody else, or your energy is full of love around you that this person is not really missing from that. Because if this person hasn't fully participated in your life in a way that you would see it as that like they feel like you might think of them, you might, oh, it's just that dude, or it's just that chick, like whatever. Because you're full of love, or they feel like you're already occupied with something of value, that you're not really missing anything or missing out on anything or thinking too much on this or thinking twice. This could be one of those people that are very determined until they get what they want, in a good or bad way. It's like this person sometimes can go towards things at all expense or all costs, based off of, if I want something, then I have every right to have it, even if it's something that spirit is not encouraging them to go towards. They'll do it because, again, it's like that determination. If I want something, I'm going to get it, I'm going to have it. So they might still be staying the course and still trying to figure out the best course of action to see if the doors are still open. And because I'm reading this in Mercury retrograde, that could hit a little bit harder than usual, or be a little bit more stronger than usual. I feel like your spiritual team is wanting you to remind yourself that you're already um abundant. You already have what you need and you're not lacking. And if this person is going to be any type of part of your world, they have to be an extension and a blessing unto you. And you got to think about it. Is this person taking, or are they giving something to me energetically that is of value, or can I do without this? Because if they're not adding anything into your life, whereas maybe you're giving something to them, because I do feel like you've made enough presence in this person's life to feel that they've witnessed a gift, or they've experiencing something that is a gift unto them, or something precious, something of value, something that has provided or enrich something in their life, versus like where maybe this person may have been a wasteful energy, not really giving too much to your experience other than maybe just a lesson, or a lesson of holding yourself more valuable, or being mindful of how much energy you extend or give to others. um is this wishful thinking? Is this something that is practical, based off of what is this person actually giving? You know what I mean? Of course, I would drop cards. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Your energy, like, they can't take much from you. I feel like you have enough energy, um, when grounded, when balanced, like you have the energy to give to others, where you can be that caretaker, where you do sometimes put other people first, but it's like, if you give too much, it becomes a loss of your power, and the other person is kind of making a servant of you if you give too much. Your energy, or your lesson, or part of your assignment with this person, it may not be completely over, or just that, I'm not sure, but it feels like the biggest thing here is that you were meant to kind of make this person aware of previous passions, or something about their path, maybe things that they were actually drawn to as a child, things that maybe um because they have bigger interests. This card says hobby, sports, favorite pastimes. Certain things that maybe they just looked at as hobbies or pastimes are actually a part of their destiny. Hey sis, how are you? Something a part of their destiny, not just a hobby, not just a pastime, like it's something, or it opens doors. Um, that child wonder, both of you guys speak to each other. Okay. Both of you guys speak to each other's inner child. Something about your ancestors as well may relate to one another, or you guys have similar backgrounds or spiritual traditions, spiritual, maybe even similar life paths. So you're here to remind them of like what their inner child or their child self already knew about themselves, what they wanted to do with their life, where they wanted to go in life. You were meant to kind of open that gateway a little bit more to remind them. They have ancestors that watch over them, um, that watch over you as well. There's something about the water. What is this? Someone's about to give birth. Your mother's side of the family, there's a powerful energy or something that's being activated on that side of the family, or this person's, their mother's side of the, or it could be for both of you, your mother's side of the family. There's powerful energy there. And I'm getting like the third eye chakra, just knowing things, feeling things, um, needing to connect with the water sometimes. So both of you guys may resonate with the water. You guys might have dreams of being in the water. Some of you guys, that is your womb or the place that you return where you feel restored, where you feel your purpose lies sometimes, or where you find your purpose there. Your energy is like this powerful hand, this hand that um, brushes over you or taps you or shakes your hand that activates something. So however you touch this person, it energizes them, and it energizes them in a way to recall back dreams as a child. Oh my God, is it? I know they was talking about that tsunami, and it was going to hit in certain places. So yes, be safe. You know, I know you're going to be good, but yeah, be safe out there. Be careful. But yeah, this feels like a water break spiritually. I don't want to diminish and say like, oh, it's all spiritual, just forget about it. But for the most part, yes, I do feel like the floods and things like that, it is spiritual and it's spiritual cleansing, but it also feels like water breaking. Like this is Mother Earth's water breaking. Something's about to erupt, something's about to birth. A lot of people could be coming into activation of their gifts. I picked this up in another reading. It was a couple weeks ago or so. It's a short, it's a YouTube short, but I think I reposted it as a video. Like I wanted to update because I feel like I was speaking about the water. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I had a crazy ass dream. Um, like maybe back in 2020, I had this crazy dream about this big ass wave kind of overtaking the entire planet like all at once. But I feel like that is Mother Earth cleansing's energy. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull one more card, see if there's any other advice. That was kind of straight to the point. It really just came through just kind of fluidly. So I'm not going to fix what don't need to be fixed, okay? Because it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's see what else. Any advice, any potential energy that may be coming through. Okay, fertility, look. Okay. So this is a fertility phase. So the card says, my beautiful child, when you draw this card, you are in a very fertile phase. Fertility is not only procreation, it is also creativity. If you plan to become pregnant, this will be an ideal time, or now is the time to give birth to any creative endeavor you may have. And this is purpose, this is spirit. Thank you. I appreciate that. This has everything to do with birthing energies. You and this person are going through that. The color red, you guys could be feeling a lot of energy in your root chakra, maybe buzzing, could be buzzing, or just like a lot of heat in your lower regions or in your back. um, and it might translate or come through as sexual arousal, sexual energy, but it's like something that is wanting to be created or birthed or both. So it may not be a little one, okay, but the baby definitely is the energy can represent a seed of creativity or creation, something that is birthing itself out through you. you kind of give this person like confirmation is the best way that I could describe this, confirmation to do something that they've always wanted to do, have faith in what they've always wanted to create. Um, like helping to keep this person's mind focused. They may not have that type of level of inspiration always around them, or in a way that sparks the heart instead of the ego, like, yeah, you that man, or you that one, like you that girl, like you got this. It might not always come through like that, but if it comes through you, it's spoken almost in a way that's like ancestor, like an ancestor or wise one coming through. Therefore they listen to it a little bit more because they know it's not fluff. They know it's not somebody trying to like appease or appeal to their ego. It sounds like a um it sounds like more so an ancestor or a wise counsel, a wise woman, wise man's energy coming through, if that makes sense. So it's not fluff, it's not yes man or yes woman energy. And I feel like that's why they've taken heed. That's why you inspire them. That's why this person may respect you in that regard. So, yeah. It's almost like they've looked for your validation, or they value your opinion because of that. Not a young, Okay, so that was the reading. So we're gonna get into the ritual. I didn't know this was gonna go by so fast, but I do have 2 Venus on the block reads so far. So if anyone else is interested, oh, and then I got to remember not to forget the giveaway, because yeah. Um. So yeah, that was a reading, y'all. If that resonated with you, it hit on something, make sure that y'all like this video. Don't forget to share if you feel like it might resonate with someone. You just want somebody else to be like, bitch, listen to this, is crazy. um. Yeah, what's up with y'all with the athletes? What's going on? What's going on? What's they be out here, good. Okay, so the seduce yourself ritual, like I always say, if you guys are into doing spiritual work, like use it at your own discretion, be wise with that, like full disclaimer. Um, you can always tailor it to fit what resonates you or with you. So doesn't have to be too strict. This is just like my own thing here. So we're going to tap into the seducing your higher self. So this is just to embody that divine magnetism, or just realign with that. Not Stella. Not Stella got her groove back, girl. All right. So we're going to do this. Okay. We're going to awaken and court our higher self through our spiritual and sensual embodiment, like through a little bit of self devotion. Hey sis, hey Tawanda, a little devotion, okay? Some visualization. So I feel like mirrors are very important with things like this, whether you want to call it glamour work and such. Um, so you do need, preferably if you can get a full body mirror, or if you have a full body mirror, or just like use your own bathroom mirror. Um, if not, you can have like a compact mirror, um a vanity mirror. What do you call those? Like the mirror stands that sit on your table or your dresser or whatever. Something, some sort of mirror, but preferably if you can, where you can see yourself fully. That's preferred. Um, if you want to do it like that. And then you're gonna need a red candle. Okay. I was picking up red in the reading too. If you want a red candle, if you can find a gold candle if possible, or you can just use like a pink candle. That's also good for like self-love, stuff like that. Or a simple white one is fine. And you can always dress it. Like I always say, like if you can't find, like you don't got to do too much. It's all about the intention that you set, the power that you put into something. That's what that's about. So you can dress it in things like cinnamon, because cinnamon is a really good um spice for attraction and sensuality and love. It's fast activating, it's magnetizing. You can use like rose oils, maybe some rose petals, some dried rose, and dress your candle with it. Use some anointing oil, or you can even like use something that has roses infused in it, um, like a rose oil, something like that, or a simple olive oil will do. Simply, sunflower oil can be good for magnetism too. If you want to use sunflower oil, that could be a good one to dress your candles with as well. Um, And then you're going to need like your essential scent, like your signature scent, something that you prefer. So it could be like a perfume, a cologne, body spray, could be some body oil, um, could be your favorite lotion, body wash, or all of that. Like you could do like make a whole ritual out of it, like um maybe some sort of body scrub. You could make your own body scrub with sugar, maybe even as well, honey, rose petals, like make a whole ritual out of this shit, child. Best way to do this. Okay, thank you, sis. Best way to do this is on Venus Day. Most potent time I feel like to do this type of spiritual work is on Venus days, which is Fridays. Um, if you have any type of garments that make you feel sexy, it could be a silk robe, could be some lingerie, something, a cute little nighty night thing, whatever you feel led to do. And of course, you can't forget the vibes, some background music that makes you feel sexy, child, okay? Makes you, and I would say, like, if twerking, Meg, Stallion, Glorilla, and stuff like that make you feel sexy a little bit, that side, like, that's cool too. But, like, if it's something that's more essential where you get a chance to slow jams, I feel like are perfect. So maybe music that makes you feel serenaded, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, if it's just some Jodeci or some shit, something, some Joe, some fucking excuse my language, Tank or something, I don't know, something, maybe some jazz music, something that's going to make you feel serenaded, make you feel sexy. It's slow, you're present, you get to focus and center yourself. Girl, oh, I love them. That's my favorite one. Splash Waterfalls, the Raphael Sadiq version. I like that. Yeah. I'm so mad that's not even on the CD. Like, how y'all not gonna put this on the CD? Like, that's like such a shame because I prefer that one. Um, but yeah, yes. And then I can't forget, I almost forgot. Pen and paper, something to journal with, something to jot down with, because you're going to want to recall certain things, how you feel, like you want to go back to this. So you're going to create that little temple space for yourself, no distractions. Okay, a night just for you, where it's still, where it's quiet. Light your candles, anoint them, you know, take a nice shower, nice bath, and take your time with that. Like I said, like get your essentials, the stuff that's make you smell good, your body scrubs, your oils. Shoot, you could do your feet, you can shave. I don't give a fuck. Something that just like centers you. It's your own spa at home, but it is a ritual. It's very intentional. You're not just doing it just to get smelling good and all that, right? And grooming yourself. This is intentional. So you can say affirmations. You can say, I'm the altar, I'm the offering, whatever. I prepare myself for divine union, for a partnership that can hold me, a connection where I can be my full sensuous self, whatever, Um, this might be uncomfortable for some people, but this is where where the magic, like for you to really see yourself. So that's where the magic, the mirror comes from. The mirror magic part comes in. It's like you want to stand in front of your mirror, if you have a full body mirror, and gaze into it. Look at yourself. Most importantly, look into your own eyes. Okay. Some people might be uncomfortable doing that. I understand. It's very vulnerable. You're going to look at yourself from head to toe and admire yourself and watch the picking yourself apart, because it's natural. It happens, it happens. Some of you might like what you see. Don't glaze into it or gaze too much into yourself where you start picking yourself apart. That's not the point of it. So you're going to imagine yourself in this radiance, this radiant light, and speak to that you that you see in the mirror, preferably when you're in your birthday suit, if you know what I'm saying. Preferably when you are just in your bare self, or as you put on your oils and spray your perfume on your body, look at yourself in the mirror, adorn yourself and admire yourself. And it sounds so freaking, it sounds so weird, like tweet, oops, oh my child. But how Missy Elliott said, I was looking so good, I had to touch myself. Maybe not in that way, but you know what I'm saying? Like, how, when I think of sensuous touch, it's intentional, it's slow, there's no rush to it. Because you get to feel all of the sensations of that moment. You get to hear everything around you. Maybe the music might be more in height and might pick up on something while you're doing this. You can feel the sensation of your body, the warmth of your body. How is it making you feel on the inside? How do you smell? What's the sense around you? Whether you got your candles, your incense burning, whatever. Be in that moment as you would with a partner, and as you would want a partner to be engaged and completely like present with you, present with each other. That's what makes adult intimacy greater, when it's not rushed, it's not wham bam thank you man, like let's just get all into it. Like, taking your time. And some people don't even do that. They don't fully engage in the moment. So for you, doesn't have to be that type of energy, you know what I'm saying, like where you like getting there with yourself, but like where you're adorning and admiring yourself as you would want someone else, and you're genuinely there. You take yourself there. Might seem cringy to some to do that. It's like, what the hell? But take your time when you wash yourself. Um, you don't gotta scrub all hard and shit. Take your time when you put your lotions on and stuff like that. You don't gotta be like, "Ugh." And some people already naturally just take their time. You make sure you lathering yourself good, making sure you moisturizing yourself good. So when you're done with that, whatever your affirmations, whatever you want to speak to yourself out loud, um, describe yourself, describe to your higher self, like in a present tense, like, how do you move? How do you dress? How do you love? How do you speak? What is it that you're no longer tolerating? What is the type of union, or I'm gonna call it sacred exchange, in other words, the adult intimacy that you actually desire, to where you feel whole and feel seen, where it's not rushed, where it's not just all about the other person, but it's about both parties. It's about being present. And sometimes, like, maybe even the before act, because that part of it is important, and not just like foreplay in a physical touching sense, but like the conversations that you have, how your night or your day has went and gone, like you built that intimacy up into that moment. Like, what does that look like for you in the most natural, like it doesn't have to be scripted and like this perfect thing, but like where you feel held in your energy. So I don't know, you could write a love letter to your person too. That could also be another, like you could write a love letter. You can, the things that you would want to say to them, like whatever comes to you. Um, you This is like something for you to come back to, right? For you to remember, the like the feeling, the emotion, the energy, because it is going to activate something inside of you. Like, you have to, I don't want to say train yourself, but remind yourself and recall that energy back to you, that feels like, or has never experienced real love, or experienced someone where you could feel safe with, to be with in that way energetically, someone that adores all parts of you, someone that sees you more than just a body, but adores all physical parts of you, um, in a sacred way, not just in a way that brings them pleasure or just something to look at, you know. So you could say something like, My hips are um, my legacy, where birth lies. Um, I don't know. Can I say this on here? My breast or whatever brings nurturing. It fullness, whatever. Like make in truth though, what do these parts of you represent in a healing form and not just physical form, not just a sexual form? You know what I mean? Because you're more than that. And you want to call in a partner that understands that as well. Okay. Because they're not just making love to you, your body, but they're making love to your spirit, your essence, your energy. In that moment, y'all are having that energy exchange, right? So it's deeper than that. And you want to call that type of love in that respects that altar that is you, right? Like as some say, like your bed is that altar space for that sacred exchange. So um whoever you lay down with, y'all that spark that flame on that altar, the moans, the things you say in bed, like make it intentional as prayers, affirmations, like you know what I mean? Like it's not just all programming from porn and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit. So I do want to do the giveaway before we get into the Venus is the plug. Because we do have a couple of ladies. I will put the list in the chat so you guys know where I'm at. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. So before I reveal what I'm giving away, I just want to do a temperature check just to see, like, because I want to make sure that I'm not just giving something away that someone's not going to find use in. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not something that I just curated for just somebody just put to the side and never use or don't see anything of value in it. So I want to be um, mindful of that. So I feel like this gift it is aligned for anyone who has been maybe holding back creatively or spiritually, or just may struggle with maybe imposter syndrome, um, self doubt, unworthiness, maybe feeling like they're stuck, you know, between a threshold of something big, maybe that's about to happen, but they don't know how to move forward or they can't seem to move forward. So um, maybe even because this is why I curated. Um, maybe even someone that has sat out on opportunities, you know, or fear that they would fail or they wouldn't be ready enough or that they just don't feel like they're ready enough. Um, but is ready to stop shrinking though, you know, just kind of um ready for that next opportunity. So if that's you and you are somebody that does already kind of do your own spiritual work, whether you call it root work or whatever, spell work, whatever you want to call it, um, this is one of those things that I created specifically for myself. Not everything is exactly the same as what I do, but in a way that you can make it your own and do what you will with it. So more so for unlocking your paths, maybe clearing like your inner critic out in a way, and just creating a sacred momentum for yourself. Okay. So if anyone is feeling called to this, go ahead and drop a key emoji in the chat for me. Or you can drop a fairy one. We haven't had no fairy emojis in a while. Like I know we would do like the free one question reads, but I haven't done that in a while. Feels like it's been a minute. Yeah, if that resonates with you, you feel called to that, you guys can drop a key emoji in the chat or a fairy emoji. And if it doesn't resonate, be honest with yourself. And like I said, I could just hold on to it until the right person that's meant for it to have it. Because like I said, I don't want to just be giving out shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, giving out shit. Okay. Well, I see Dara is that one. Okay. So I have created, it's like a little small batch, but I've created this is my road opener oil that y'all see. Um, it's okay, girl. Yeah, as long as, like, be honest with yourself. It's not for you right now. I appreciate the honesty. But yes, it's yours, sis, Dara. It's yours. So I have the road opener oil right here. And then on the opposite side is some herbs that I also created. You can do whatever you want with this. You can put it, you can dress your candles with it, you can burn it, whatever you want to do with these herbs. It's a small batch, like I said, but and then you got that key. You can do whatever you want with that as well. And then you got a railroad nail. You can do something with that as well, whatever resonates with you. But yeah. So if you guys want that, Dara, that is your gift. And I can send it to you. Preferably, I'd rather send it after Mercury retrograde. I don't want to send it during Mercury retrograde. Um, but yeah, so that is your gift. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. It's probably not enough to do like a spiritual bath. Maybe like if you put it in one of those little satchels, like those little net satchels that people scrub with, wash their face and their body with, like a small one, and just kind of put the herbs in there. Maybe scrub yourself with it if you want to use the herbs that way. Or like I said, you could do whatever you want. You can burn it as an incense around the house, or you can put it in your candles. It's up to you how you want to do it. Yeah, just hit me up, let me know, and we'll square it all away. Yeah, that's your gift. All right, so we're gonna get into the Venus on the block reads. If anyone else is interested, I do have 3 ladies already on the list. I will leave timestamps after the live for you guys to come back and watch it whenever you want. What are those? Little what are they? What you call it? Dab? I don't know what you call that dance. I've never seen that emoji before. That's funny. But yeah, so that the list is open if any of you guys are interested. There's 9 different types of Venus on the block reads. They're 1 through 9, and you can either purchase via Cash App or PayPal, which is all linked in the description. And please leave the number of the reading that you would like, so I know what the reading that you need or that you want. Okay. You are welcome to more than one, to purchase more than one if you resonate with more than one reading. Okay. So I'm gonna get started here in a second. I'm gonna put the list in the chat. Hold on. Yes. I wish I could play music because sometimes YouTube, like some things they don't really care for. Like they don't uh get you if it's like, cause sometimes like the little meditation music I listen to, like they ain't gonna do nothing about that as long as it's not copywritten. But for the most part, they don't play that. They don't play that over here. Okay, so Brianna, um, Bay, Zara. Okay, so if I can recall, Bay, you had 8, number 8. Let me see. I gotta scroll up a little bit. I think you said 8, if my memory serves me right. Or let me see. Yeah, was it 8, sis? Because I'm trying to scroll and I probably like skipped it. on accident. Yes, okay. 8. Zara, you had 9. Brianna had number 4, I believe. Let me see. I think so. Okay. I'm gonna put you guys' name in the chat. So you guys know the order that I'm going in. Okay. If anyone is interested, let them know because I don't want to be distracted. I'm gonna switch my decks up because I'm not going to I'm gonna use the Moon Witch Oracle and Tarot. And I'm gonna keep out the Aphrodite Oracle because I feel like that's fitting. Okay. All right, let me double check Brianna's. I'm pretty sure hers was number 4. Yes, it was. Okay. Just making sure. Okay, Brianna, let's get your timestamp and we can get started. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 10 seconds. Okay. All right. So yeah, if y'all need to like come back, that's fine because like I said, you'll have timestamps, so you're not gonna technically not miss your reading. So Venus. Okay, so you got the Venus don't chase. Brianna. Okay. I got this old school song stuck in my head. It's like I can't get it out of my head. All right, let's get this deck. Okay, Spirit, we clear all the previous energies from the collective read. I'm asked for fresh, clear energy with love, light, peace. Make this energy clear, plain, clear any confusion. The song, I can sing the melody to you. It's like something I've been searching for somebody like you. It's an old 90s R&B song. Dang, who is it by? Hold on, I gotta look it up real quick. Let me see. I would sing it, but I don't feel like singing. Let me see. It's Glenn Jones. I've been searching. Hey Brianna. Hey sis, how are you? Happy Venus Day. Yeah, it's Glenn Jones. I've been searching. That song is stuck in my head. Okay, so we're doing the Venus on the plug reads. All right, Brianna, what energy? Let's see. Okay, your current love energy vibration that you're sending out. Let's tap into that. What is the current frequency, love energy that Brianna is currently radiating? What is she giving off right now? Oh, what is this? Girl, okay, Miss Queen of Swords, Miss Queen of Swords, don't play with me, girl. Like, yeah, don't play with me. That's what it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. 4 Swords, the Hermit. Okay. Yeah, it's like an energy that you are intentional about what you entertain. Like, don't fuck with me, don't bother me, don't step to this if you're not serious. You might even your energy might be slightly coming off as reserved or preserved for something right now, like not actively open, and not in a sense of like you're closed off in a negative way, but because you're like I said, you're preserving your own energy. Maybe taking a break from dating. That's what type of energy you're radiating. Like you are or if you are dating somebody, it's kind of like, how to explain it, kind of like this energy, like we're not going to go any further until like we're clear and we're sure where we want to be, where we want to go with this, or how I feel, like checking in with myself. I'm doing pretty good today. It's a real relaxed Friday, child. I can't complain. How was your Friday? I'm glad to be here with y'all. I enjoyed this live. Like this reading was hitting on something. Evidently, ladies, sisters in the comments was resonating. But Yeah, the energy's been really good today. Real chill. Can't complain. But let's see. I'm gonna clarify with the oracle. Okay. Oh, you got Kali Ma. Hey. It says step into the unknown and don't be afraid. So you are being encouraged to, in this path that you're on right now, it might seem a little unsure, uncertain, unclear. Okay. But you're on the right track nonetheless. So the energy that you're radiating is like one of respect. Like you're not to like mess around with me, play games. And if so, we need to pause this, or we just need to figure out where we need to be and where we want to go in a way that I feel like best suits this connection, that best aligns. And this could be a good turning point for you in your love life, actually, because it's like you're setting the tone for someone to match you and meet you where you are. Somebody that mentally, I feel like mentally, either you and this person are on the same page, or you both are the type that doesn't rush into things, and you have to kind of sit with things and take them in on a practical level, maybe even rationalize them, but not too much, but just in a state of kind of like a high perspective. Like, I'm not judging you, I'm not being um closed off and hardened, but I am being discerning, I'm being wise. That's kind of the vibe that you're radiating. That's what I'm picking up. So where potentially might you be still shrinking, or maybe potentially overgiving? Like, is there any patterns, any blockages maybe that's still there, if any? Let's see. Yes, thank you, sis. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I feel kind of bad because it was like too quick for me. Like, it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, usually my readings be going a little longer than that, but it was too quick. Let's see. Overgiving or shrinking. Mm, I feel like it's something that you're already putting a stop to or an end to. Like, it could have been a pattern in the past, like where um you might have, it's like stop and go relationships, like something where it seemed like it had a lot of potential to grow and it didn't. Maybe maybe even settling, and when spirit's like, well, we stopped it. It wasn't meant to produce, because it was something where it wasn't fully the best that you could have. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't your best for you. So it might have felt like a false start, but it stopped before it got any further, because it wouldn't have been what you really deserved. Ultimately, is kind of the energy. So I feel like the shrinking, it's not necessarily really there, because it feels like you're already in the midst of closing this out. You got the death card and the wheel of fortune. Like, it's already something I feel like it's stopped. That motion, that cycle, that loop is coming to a close. You might be seeing things a little bit different, experiencing a little bit different, where you might have been afraid to kind of forfeit or give up on something, because it's like, okay, I know this potentially is not it, but let me see, let me wait it out a little bit. Let me, maybe I need to be a bit more patient, maybe a bit more understanding, where it's like, no, um, discerning the difference between a real opportunity that is unfolding naturally and taking its time, versus something that spirit is saying no to. It's not producing because it's not for you. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. How to claim and sit in your Venus energy, like naturally, like what honors you, like attract what honors you without any force or any fear. How to fully sit in this vibe, this energy. Let's see. Mm. Yeah, once you forgive that person that you once were, like, you're not holding her hostage to shame and blame, or even looking at her in any kind of negative way. Also, acknowledging the parts of yourself, like, yes, like, I could have did better in that sense, or I could have been more cautious, more discerning in that sense. Um, but looking also at the positive side, like, back then I was really open, I was playful, I was this, I was that. Like, how can I reclaim her back, but with more honor, but with more um more self-assurance, more discernment, you know, instead of going, oh, she was just too naive, she was just, you know, she was just too goofy, she just was open to anything and whatever. But instead of looking at it like that, it's like, how can I reclaim that part of me that believes in love deeply, that gets excited, that gets butterflies without criticizing myself, and still, but yet and still be wise of my energy and who I give it to, or um not being too open but not too closed off. It's like finding that medium and moving past it. And it might be something that you've been doing, but how to fully sit in this Venus energy is to learn and to embrace your shadow selves, a part of yourself, acknowledging it for what it is, but also looking at the positive side of it and saying, this person is part of me, doesn't have to fully. It's almost like when somebody passes away and we could cry about it and be like, oh, I'm gonna miss them, and oh, I can't believe this happened, instead of looking at it as like, this person's free, they're no longer sick, or they're no longer in pain, or whatever the case may be, and looking at it, oh, I remember the times where we would do this, like reminiscing, right? When you lay something to rest, it doesn't always have to be something that is bitter or sad. It could be bittersweet in a way of where it's like, I hate how things ended up how they ended, or what was, or that I did this or I had to experience that. But there's also something beautiful that I can take from it without romanticizing, without being delusional. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pull from the Aphrodite, and then that will conclude it. Lady of the Earth. So it says, my beautiful child, Venus also rules over Taurus, which is an earth sign. Now is a time to reconnect with this aspect and to be more grounded and more sensual. Being in nature would benefit you now. And then you have the the femme fatale at the bottom. So it's also encouraging. It says, be in touch with your sexuality. It is a powerful thing. There is nothing more beautiful than a woman who loves her body and gives room to her sexual desires. Now is the time to embody the energy of the temperance or temptress with your energy, your own energy. Maybe if you know you're single, maybe you are abstaining right now from that, you know, that act, but that doesn't mean that you can't tap into that for yourself and see yourself as desirable. So maybe, I don't know if you listen to the ritual, the seduce your higher self, but maybe that might be healing for you as well, for your Venus, your goddess energy. And maybe even, I forgot to mention this, like if it helps anybody to like tap into your Lilith and your Venus sign, and like the way that it desires to be seduced, in the way that it desires sexual intimacy, and maybe that might help you activate it a little bit more. All right, so that was your reading, Brianna. I hope that was helpful. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so all right. All right, so Miss Bay, you are up next. Okay, your timestamp is, what is 778? Is that 18 minutes? An hour and 18:50. Okay. All right, and yours was the sweet like sugar read, sacred like honey. All right, so Spirit, I clear previous energies with love, light, and peace, and healing. Restore to bring honor in all spaces and timelines. Amen. Ashe. So it is. All right. Hey, sis. All right, so you up next. Let's tap in. All right, so your sacred sweetness, what is that? What is your divine energy, that what makes you divinely magnetic? What's your unique soul flavor, essence? Your sacred sweetness. What is phase? Six of Cups. All right. Yeah, your energy is very sweet, but it does have, so if I could like describe like your type of honey or your sweetness, it would be like honey. It would be sweet, but it might even have like a little bit of like spice of like cinnamon or nutmeg or something like that. Um you might activate people or inspire other people. People I feel like gravitate towards you easily, like, and even in friendship vibes, like people might want to be your friend, or you're easy to connect or talk to, like your energy just seems open already. You're very welcome, sis. My pleasure, as always. Yeah, like a soul sister vibe, or just like people that want to connect with you, where they feel connected to you. You could be someone that maybe friends or family members around your age come to you for advice at times, or come to you for comfort, or just to be around you is a space of comfort for maybe some of your family members or friends, people that come to know you. People might describe you as someone that's sweet or fun to be around. I guess some people might be possessive, and specifically like friends, or like someone of the same sex, like, no, that's my friend, no, that's like they probably want to be like your favorite cousin, or that's my sister, something like that, like claim you. Yeah. So there's times where people might be looking for clarity, looking for signs, looking for somebody to confirm something for them, or to give them an ear or of clarity. Um, or you are that ear of clarity, where people are seeking that clarity from you, or just in general seeking it, and you provide that to them in a way. And it's maybe gentle, or sometimes even playful, lighthearted in a way, like it's digestible for them, if that makes sense. What people feel but may not say about you. What's like the unspoken effect that you have on people? Because I kind of already picked up a little bit, but let's tap into it a little bit more. Yeah, like you hold space for people. They might say, um, like you make them feel grounded, or you stabilize them in some kind of way where they feel imbalanced. You take your time with people, or you're patient with them. Like that's the biggest thing, like patience. I'm hearing you're patient, you're kind. They could feel like you don't show certain things to them either. Like they might feel like they're vulnerable with you, but you don't allow yourself to be vulnerable with them, or lay something out to them. So they kind of want more of you, not in a negative way, like people trying to be nosy and stuff, or trying to like see how to get one up on you or something. But it feels more like, I'm vulnerable, I lay it out with them. Why don't they extend that? Like I would like to be that for them. It's kind of that vibe. This feels very friendly to me, very friendly, or like sisterhood type vibes. There's someone in particular that feels like if they're not your sister, they would probably call you their sister, or they do call you their sister. So this is somebody that's, I feel like right now, doesn't have to be the only person, but right now, this person is probably the most affected by your energy in this way. So let's see. What can you do to protect your honey? Like without overgiving it, attracting people that don't deserve it. Like what can you do to protect that? It seems like a lot of people respect you, or like those that do recognize you, they do respect you. Okay, so the best way to protect this is spirit is saying like you are looked at as somebody that has the answers, or you're looked at as somebody that has the experience, or you're looked at as the person that is the mature friend, the mature one in the group, or the eldest, or the wise counsel of people, or just like when I'm going crazy and I'm fucking up, I know she'll be real with me, she'll be honest with me, or um, it's something along the lines of that. And just because like that may be true, that doesn't necessarily mean that if it wears you out, if it's like, let's say it's a girlfriend that always comes to you with her relationship drama, and you tell her time and time again, like, I told you already, girl, you wanted my advice. I let you know, like, this person's not for you, or you could do better. And this person is just kind of doing the same thing, and they keep coming back to you complaining about it. And it's like, girl, I don't have the energy for this. You know what I mean? Like, I wish you well. I love you. I care about you, but I can't engage in this. Like, this is not fair to me. It's kind of given that. Um, that's the best way to protect it. And same goes, like, if it's a romantic partner that comes to you because you could be that person that is more mature than them, or um where they kind of admire your wisdom, or feel like you are that safe place to land when they're in trouble, or they're confused, or they don't know what direction to take. But if it's at the expense of where you're giving something of sacred value and they're not respecting it or returning it back to you, and what I mean by that is, like, they're still doing the same shit, even though it's like, you're wasting my time, you're wasting my energy, or when I need you, you're not there for me. It's like, that's the best way to protect this energy that you have. Okay. Um, your energy, kind of like when people see butterflies, they represent some type of divine synchronicity. Could be different meanings for every other person. Like, it might mean something different, depending on who you ask. But you could represent, like, just when I needed the clarity, I needed the truth, or I needed the support, the love, or to be seen, there you were. And I feel like sometimes that's a lot of pressure on a person to be that for people, especially sometimes when you feel like you don't have it for yourself to give. So Spirit saying, like, you have to protect what you have as sacred, because it is, Spirit does use you as a divine vessel, as maybe like a mature um guide or wise counsel for some sort, like maybe certain people that come into your life. But it's like, you got to know when the assignment is up with certain things. Doesn't mean like the friendship or the connection or the romance is done, but just like that level of connecting. Like, okay, I already done gave you the advice, you asked me, I told you, like, that's it. Whether you take it or you leave it, you do what you will with it. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And then the Aphrodite card you have is self-value. So it says, my dear child, Venus is also the planet of value. Do you value yourself? Receiving this card is an indication to check where you are in life, who you give too much of yourself away, and only give your energy to people who truly appreciate you. Girl, yes. Okay. Yeah. So that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. That's pretty clear. Pretty, like, straight to the point from the jump, from the get-go. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like a mixture of sweet, exciting, but also wise vibes. That, like, if I could describe your honey, like I said, it would have like nutmeg or cinnamon mixed in with it a little. Maybe like some orange honey. Don't they have like orange blossom honey or orange flavor? I think they have like different flavors of honey out there. You're very welcome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. So, I don't know if last but not least, Dara, or if anyone else is interested, but Dara, you are up next, sis, and you had number 9, right? You had the last one, because we both 9s, right? I think your life path 9 too. Yes, orange blossom. Okay, I know I wasn't tripping. I'm like, they gotta have that flavor. Okay. All right, so 1 hour and 29 minutes. Okay. That does sound good. I wonder what that would taste like as like some wings. You know how they have honey hot wings? I wonder how orange honey hot would taste. Because they have lemon pepper honey ones. That's good. You can't go wrong with that. All right. Spirit, we clear our previous energies. We send Bay her energy back in wholeness and fullness and love, light, and peace. Amen. Ashe. So it is. All right. Ask for permission to tap into Dara's energy. Spicy orange chicken. That sounds good. Yeah, probably. That's true. All right, so yours is a love letter from Venus. Let's tap in. Okay. All right, so let's see what the truth about your heart. So, what does Venus see in your emotional world right now? What's the truth of your heart right now? Okay. All right. Okay. So it's kind of similar to, I think Brianna's reading it was. It doesn't have the same cards, but Justice was the first card out. So it's a strong, heavy emphasis, but this feels like contractual spiritually, like a contract that says it's not just enough to say, I'm not wasting time and wasting my energy. Your heart is saying that even if I wanted to like settle or wanted to give up or what have you, I can't do that. Um, my energy is preserved in a significant, or I shouldn't say significant, but it's, how do I explain this? It is preserved for a specific type of purpose, if that makes sense. Not just a person or a man, but like even down to the people that I connect with on everyday to life, energies, or how much and in what way do we connect, do we exchange. It's like there's a spiritual clause in a way on your energy. So what's Venus is saying, like what's in the place of your heart is this kind of honoring this space, honor this protection, not just engaging or saying yes to whatever or signing up for whatever or allowing somebody into your life and into your space just because, or just because you want that. um you might feel a little frustrated with this at times because there is a part of you that just wants to breathe free to an extent, or like, well, everybody else gets to just fuck off and just do this, why can't I do that right now? Just like, even if you feel like, okay, it's not necessarily right for me, but at the same time, it's like every human deserves a little bit of fun or some level of an itch being scratched. Like, why do I got to be in this holding space? Um, yeah, but this is heavy divine protection. And on top of that, I feel this isn't going to be your story forever, because it's like, okay, when it comes down to like a spiritual contract, let's say you said yes to something with spirit, you agreed, okay, I trust you, spirit, ancestors, okay, I understand this is what you're requiring of me and asking of me, and this is like a 10-year contract, right? And it's almost up, that 10-year contract is almost up, kind of thing. um your familiars, these could be spirit animals to listen to and to learn from, because they're telling you something. It's like they're saying no, not from a place of you're punished or you can't. It's more so just from a place of this is what's wise, this is what's best for you. And I feel like you understand that, but there's another part of you, could be a part of your inner child or your youth that you feel like you didn't get to experience something, maybe. Um, let's see, what is the love that you actually desire that Venus is prepping you for, your divine team is prepping you for, romantic and with self-love or love around you in other forms? What is this energy that's being prepared for you? What is this energy that's being prepared? Okay, now you got the Queen of Swords. um this love that they're preparing you for, it's one where you're going to like shift out, because it feels like you could be harsh sometimes on yourself, or you wonder if you're being too harsh and critical on other people in a way, like if you feel wrong for saying no to something, no, you need to match me, you need to meet me, I'm not stepping down, I'm not going out of my way in a way that's harmful to myself, or maybe even harmful for both of us, or just something I know better. It's instead of you guilt tripping yourself or feeling bad or like kind of going, was I wrong for that? Should I have? Instead of doing that, it's like you shift from this and saying, no, that's a part of the contract. The love that is going to meet me where I am, where it's not making me question whether I think too much, whether I talk too much, or um, I think too deeply, or it's like the person or the people that's meant for you, meant to gravitate towards your energy and you towards theirs, it is not going to feel like a compromisation. Even if you don't want to compromise, it could be a question of should I, is, and it's more so from a place of am I doing too much? But then in your right mind, you know that you're not doing too much. So it's shifting out of that. Maybe even someone that shows you that to yourself, like, no, you're not too much, because they're not this, whether they say it out of their lips or it's a vibe that a person gives you that makes you feel like sometimes you, I don't know how to explain this. I'm gonna just say it. Like an energy sometimes where maybe people around you may like try to guilt trip you, maybe even gaslight you and say you think too much of yourself or you think too highly of yourself. To where sometimes it could be a projection onto you where you do question that. You sit with it and go, whoa. And there's nothing wrong with self-reflection and checking yourselves, right? But in this capacity, like whoever the person is for you, it's going to shift the way that you see this dynamic, because they're naturally just going to gravitate to who you are. And there's no um feeling of like that itch of maybe that was, I shouldn't have said that like that, or oh, maybe I am too, like they're not even going to give you that impression, or they're not even going to say anything. um they're not going to say anything that would imply that to you either. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. Lilith and Leo. Let's see, what is your invitation from Venus? What is she asking of you to reclaim and embody in order for you to fully receive and align with that divine feminine energy path of yours? Of course, the cards will fall everywhere, child. Lord. So take these. Okay. All right. There is a level of like reclaiming what you perceive as soft. This might not be what other people would say is soft. It's your perception, whatever that means to you. It's like you reclaiming the parts of yourself that you feel puts you into softness. Because these could be areas where you felt the most betrayal or heartache with. Like when I allowed myself to show up in X, Y, and Z way that you may have felt like was soft or too vulnerable or too gullible or whatever label. Because I feel like you understand now, there's wisdom behind this, based off of past situations or missed opportunities. Like instead of you seeing it as a loss, it's like you see the wisdom behind it. So these are the places in the areas where maybe you've experienced the heartache due to this softness. So it's not that whatever you perceive as your soft era or when you were most vulnerable, or it could be wifey type energy. Like, you know how they say never do wifey things for someone that's not your husband or whatever, or for a boyfriend, because you got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. To me, that's wife energy. From that domestic, like cooking for your man and taking care of your man and staying pretty, staying fit for your man, but in a healthy way, not in a self-serving way. So let's see. Yeah, because I feel like this represents some part of you that where it brings comfort, it brings like great care, tenderness, attentiveness towards the partner, towards the home. Like it's giving like Taurus and Venus energy. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay. All right. Let's see. Aphrodite message. Lady of the Waters. Okay. So you have, my dear child, it is time to embody the qualities of the Lady of the Waters. Connect with your emotions and explore them. This is a highly creative and imaginative time for you. Okay. So maybe literally getting inspiration from the waters. I know you said y'all got some weather stuff going on over there. Okay. So this energy could speak to you in a certain way, a spiritual language that maybe only you understand or that's meant for you. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. And number 13 could be significant too for you. All right. So let me know, sis, if that resonated. That might be all the reads for tonight, I think, because I don't see any other submissions. And there's only 3 people on the chat. Put these back. Spirit, we clear out energies with love, light, and peace, and healing. Restored. Zara's energy cleared and healed. Love, light, and peace. Amen. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Clear these cards. All right. 9, yeah. 999. Yeah, I enjoyed this live. And yeah, if y'all like this video, if you haven't already, go ahead and like it. I'm gonna put the timestamps up too, so you guys can come back and watch it whenever you want. You don't miss nothing. Let me see. Let me do it now. Actually, let me just go ahead and while I'm on here. Yeah, the year of the 9. Yeah, yes. Not you just got read. You're welcome, sis. Yeah, it was my pleasure. I enjoyed this one. So we got some stuff coming up, y'all. Next week is gonna be something a little bit different. I'll keep y'all posted. But yeah, I enjoy doing my Ghetto Fairy Friday lives with y'all. It's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. Let's see. Let me put the timestamps. Come on now, phone. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, there we go. All right, so the timestamps should be up shortly. Okay. You're welcome, sis. My pleasure. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Showing love, the interaction. Yeah, Dara, get with me so we can figure out like what to do with the gift and everything. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for your time and interaction. So y'all be blessed. Enjoy the rest of you guys' night, your day, your evening. Whenever you watch this, you're watching it live, you're watching it after the replay. Enjoy the rest of your time, y'all. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, whatever we doing next. All right, peace.